Greetings everyone, and welcome to The Last Caretaker. Now this is an open world survival game with crafting and base building that all takes place on a boat. And of course, the boat is on an ocean. And of course you are an android. Humanity's last hope for survival. I mean, I don't know that, but it always works out that way, doesn't it? Anyway, the first time I ran into this game was at a Steam Next Fest. There were a whole lot of demos, and I saw this demo. I played this demo, and I have to say I'm very embarrassed at this point. I couldn't get out of the second room. So I got frustrated, dropped that game, deleted it, and went on to another demo, just so I could see as many as possible, because, they were limited time. Anyway, at a recent live stream, my moderator pointed out that I really should go back and take a look at this game. So I said, okay, demo is still on Steam, so why don't we just go ahead and do that? And I did play it, and I got out of the second room. And I saw that, wow, this game has actually got a lot, even in the demo. Now, you couldn't really do a lot at a certain point in the demo, but it definitely did show you everything you need to know to get started, which is important because I have to tell you, there are some things, if you don't know it, are a little bit frustrating about this game. It's not an easy game, let's put it that way. It is kind of complex, and of course it is early access, and it has some hiccups and some bugs and such like that. But it definitely has a lot going for it, and it has a good future. It recently received update number 4, which added more POIs to the ocean, and even some underwater ones. So what I thought we'd do is we do a video, and the video would be half taking a look at it and half how to quickly get through the beginning of the game to get to your boat. Because the entire purpose of the video is going to be, we get to the boat, we power it up, we repair it, we get fuel into it, we get a whole bunch of stuff in there too, because we're not really going to come back to where we are, so we don't want to leave anything behind. And yeah, there's materials that you really just need to get your hands on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in here, we're going to play the game, and if you guys want to see more of this on the channel, you know what you're going to do? You're going to hit the old like button, you're going to put a comment down below, and you're going to say something about wanting to see more of it on the channel. So let's jump in and start a new game of The Last Caretaker. Am I running DOS? Okay, so welcome to The Last Caretaker. Alright, it's dark. I have a flashlight. I intend to use it whenever we have to. Alright. Yes, and I will be picking up garbage all of the time, because it's just a really good idea. Alright, I will be back here, by the way. Okay, so this is my room, cell, something like that.
It's dark and quiet now, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Hey, Sal, how you doing? Oh, not too well. I'll be back for you. Alright, battery, and we'll go with the glow stick, and then, of course, electrical cables. Okay, here's my question. What good is it if you're sleeping? I mean, am I facing this? Wouldn't it be better behind, like over here? I mean, do I have to sleep that way? Anyway, I will be back for these, by the way. Just not now. Alright, so here's the thing. This wants power. This is power. So we're going to connect the cable and then put the cable in there. And then we're going to turn on the light, or I should say the power here.
Caretaker. Every restored connection brings us closer to reclaiming our home. We've lingered here long enough, Caretaker. Head to the docking hangar. There's something important there, waiting to show us our path.
Okay, there's some important stuff here, too. For instance, if you look at this, these little Amazon packages actually have materials. So if I go over here, I get all of these, and I get all of these. So if you look at my inventory, see, this right here is plastic, This is rubber. This is iron. I have one of those, two of those, two of those. I have one copper, and I have one glass. Of course, I'm going to have a lot more of those. All right, and we're going to open this door here. And we're going to turn on the light switch, because why not? Yeah, these guys right here. We will be back for them. And of course these. Okay. Hey, dude, how you doing? You're coming with me. Alright, let's see. And turn that light on. Okay, so that's him. Yeah, we will definitely be back. I need a specific tool to heavily exploit this area. For now, though, we will just go on. Okay, Max, I'm guessing that you're having a bad day here. Yeah, you're having a bad day. All right. Here, sit over here for a moment. Where is the light switch? There it is. All right. You can see because of the little dot here that the area does have power. It was just turned off. Oh, and I'm going to take that. And I'm going to take that, of course. All right, what happens here, these are electrical cables. And you can see how many lengths you have. It could very well be that one connection might be 12, which means you can't do it. So it's important to get as many of these as possible. You can craft them. Just not now. Okay, and Teddy Bear, you're coming with me. Okay, is that the same one? Could be. Alright, so, by the way, yeah, that PA in the background is a little on the annoying side. Okay, you couldn't make it in time. How terrible. Alright, well, I can make it in time. Okay, give me this. Now, what you can do, you hit E on something to pick it up. But if you hold E, you pick up everything in the area. Very useful. Alright, now this will heal me. If you look at the bottom in the center, you will see a green bar and a blue bar. The green bar is my health, and you can see I'm at 50 of 100 at the moment. So, boom, slam that in. And I'm healed. Yippee for me. Now this is actually a backup station. Hit E, hold E, and then we get to back up our game. And that's what we're going to do right here. Boom. Now, there is an autosave feature. It's defaulting to every 15 minutes. So that's how you do a save it right now. And then, you know, for the future and such like that. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, I am going to have to do something about this, ain't I? Yes, I am. Unfortunately, we're going to do this the hard primitive way, which is one piece at a time. So I'm just going to grab these things. Now, some of these I will be coming back for. What I mean by that is that there is a device that when I can make it, I will make it. And it's called, well, why don't we just take a look at that? This will look familiar to people. Skills. Skill points that allow you to unlock things based on your level. Yes, it's very Ark-like, isn't it? The item that I'm looking for is the dismantle tool. The dismantle tool will allow you to take things apart to get their raw materials. Now the downside is that it does use the energy that you have in yourself. That blue bar at the bottom. And here's the thing, if that blue bar runs out, you start dying very quickly. So you need to pay attention to that blue bar. Alright, let me just get these guys and throw them over here. These guys I probably won't care about. The couches are actually awesome, but we will talk about that when I am coming back. I don't need to do that right now. Okay, open the doors. Alright, and where is the light switch? There we go. Okay, and what I want to do is the elevator is over here. Okay, you couldn't make it, could you? Oh, very unfortunate. By the way, why don't you sit over here? And where is the other one? Actually, there's two here, isn't there? There we go. And then we're going to take this fellow. Oh, come on, come on. You'll love the elevator ride. It's really fun. Okay, did I miss you? Yeah, I did. He's like, no, I want to stay. Yeah, you're going to be going up there. Just not now. Eventually. I will be coming back, of course, as I said, for all kinds of things here. There are lots of things for me to eat up before we leave. Okay, for a minute there, I thought those were scraps on the ground. I will be picking up scraps on the ground. Alright, are we good to go? I think that we are for now. Alright, now, I could use this to go up. However, I do believe that there's some things over here that I want. So, we're just going to go up this ladder. Hey, Bill, how you doing? I'm just going to toss you onto that elevator. Okay, there we go. We'll perhaps come back for that. It's just that I don't want to use the power right now. Okay, so... boom. Okay, we have a little tree thing. And we have a battery. Disposable battery. You get the power, it goes poof. Yeah, I wish I could turn those PA announcements off. They're annoying me. But if I do that, I won't hear the voice of the quests. And you kind of do need to hear that. So, yeah, unfortunately, it is just the way of things. It would be nice if there was the ability to turn it off. Because I don't really think it's giving me anything, you know what I mean? And, of course, you could do it in real life. Okay, so it's dark over here, so let's turn the light on. Okay, and we're going to grab a battery. Alright, and I'm going to call this up. Because I'm going to need those robots up here. And our friends are up. And here we run into the first enemy of the game. Isn't he terrifying? Well, he actually is, because when you hit him, a whole bunch of guys are going to come out. Now, this is my first faux pas with the game. How do you attack? Well, there's a melee weapon. So here's the thing. If I have a wrench in my hand, and I hit, yes, it is, believe it or not, C to attack, I am attacking with the wrench. But you don't want to do that. If you have nothing in your hand and you hit C, somehow you're Gordon Freeman with a crowbar. You know, that crowbar would actually be very useful. But in this case, yeah, he's got these guys. Alright, now the important thing is not to get too far away, or that green globe will just grow back. Alright, give me that. Now, I also, when I killed him, I got some organic. There's numerous forms of organic. It's good to hold on to all of them because they're very useful. Get into that really later. Alright, so open door. Oh, I gotta do this. Pull that open. There we go. Okay, could you not block the door? Alright, I'll get to you later. I'll get to all of you later. And now, the reason we're here.
There she is. Your vessel. More than just metal and circuits. It's your freedom. This boat is how you'll reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity. The dock systems are offline. Without them, we're trapped here. Restore the power, Caretaker, so we can sail again.
Okay, obviously it's dark here, so why don't we just say, let there be light. And I'm going to grab another one of these cables. I'm going to grab some stuff that's lying on the ground. Alright, so you can carry this around, because it is kind of heavy, but you can also hold E and put it in your inventory. Now, you don't want to do this too much, because it is actually kind of heavy, but I don't really have a lot right now. So, here. Hold the E and grab all of that. Alright. Alright, so we have to restore power. It's not really that difficult. Hold on a second. Is there any... Yes, there's stuff over here. Right. Because I want all of that scrap. Oh, yes. And... how many links do I have? I have 21 links of electrical cable right now. Oh, and we got another battery. Okay, we got another one of these guys, huh? Oh, and Amazon delivery. Ooh. Level 2. Okay, so let's go over to... well, here's first thing. Now, we have these enhancements that we can do to our character. I am going to focus very much at the moment on Scrapper. That's going to make the power consumption less on the scrapper, and apparently it also helps with repairs too. Okay, so I get 10 of those every level, but some missions actually give you more. Now, over here. Now this guy here is worth 0, but we're going to do it anyway. So we hold down the enter. Right, and now we don't have to craft it because it's just right here. Now, what this does, if I look at my little friend over here, you can see for an electrical cost of 57, I will get 2 tech scraps, 1 broken glass, 2 aluminum scraps, and wire scraps. So I'm just going to do that. Now, what that does, though, is it takes power away. Did you see my little blue bar go down? So I really don't want to do any more of that right now. All right, so, oh, we got to jump. Oh, and we have another little friend over here too, but whoop, there we go. All right, I do need to get this going as quickly as possible because I am going to need to recharge. All right, here. Just grab that. Grab all of that. All right, and there's all kinds of little places where people were hiding. So we are going to be looking into that. Open the door. All right, so here's what I need to do. I need to do a couple of things. So I need to repair that, and I need to plug power into it. The thing is that right over there is a really nice battery, so that's what we're doing. So I am going to pull that off. And oh. Okay, so that had copper and fabric. So up we go. And up we go. Now let's go through here. Okay, so hey Sam, how you doing? By the way, I'm gonna need to carry you with me because I don't want to forget about you. Alright, and we're gonna throw you out there. Just so I don't forget. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this. Alright, so there is a cable going up to the roof. We're gonna ignore that for a moment. What I need to do is to plug this in here. Okay, so this here, by the way, where's the name of this guy here? Oh, do I have... This is an extender, I believe. Hold on a moment. Because I am going to need to make them anyway. Where is skills? Right, that is an electrical cable extender. So I'm going to need that, so I'm going to open it up anyway. Okay, so here's the thing. This exists in this location. It can never move. Physics of the universe would be shattered if it ever moved. So if you want to put this extender someplace else, you have to use the, what was it again? Hold on a minute here. The name of it is the dismantle tool. Take it apart and then build it again someplace else. So just understand that is one of the things I found frustrating. Why can't I pick that up? Because the universe will not allow. Okay, more electrical cable, and a whole bunch of stuff that I'm just going to grab. Okay, so grabbing more stuff, especially the iron. Okay, one of these broken little guys. And another one of those. Okay, so I do believe there's some more stuff over here. Right. And we'll grab that too. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is this thing is broken. So I am going to hit 5 and bring out my repair tool. Now, it's a good thing I picked up all that stuff that was lying around because there was iron. Because I need 4 iron to repair this, and I have 8. So it's green. So we're going to fix this. Boom. Now what I need to do is I need to run a cable from here to that. Fortunately, I have 48 lengths of cable. So we're going to plug that in. All right, now just to check, you'll see I now have 39. So I used 11 to get from there to there. So it's kind of feet. All right, now, let there be light.
The dock is alive again, thanks to you. Each step forward reconnects us to a brighter future. Caretaker, you were never meant to remain bound. These waters were once pathways, carrying life, purpose, and discovery. Something awaits you out there, ready to be reclaimed.
By the way, I couldn't help but notice that I was close to dying because of my power. So, what I'm going to do is This one has a little bit of power in it. I'm using it to fix myself. I'd like to stay away from that one right now. By the way, turn that off. Okay, so E. No, 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 I don't want to do that. Okay, can we drop that? Can we disable that? Okay, put that one in. Pick this up. Put that one in. Ooh, yeah, the cable stuff gets annoying. Okay, so here's the thing. This cable is going to be very important. It's just at the moment I can't really do very much. I mean, I could do a little bit, but I can't really do very much with it right now. See, that goes up to the roof, but I have to be able to do repairs, and I don't have the materials yet. Hence all of the garbage I've been picking up. Just saying. Alright, so I can now open this door. I might as well just turn the light on. Let there be light. Alright, now there's another room over here that is now powered. There was actually one up above, too. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a fabricator that has no power. This is a recycler that has no power. Here is power. Now, I don't need the fabricator. I will be using this because there's a lot of materials in this room. Things that I want to... Oh, get in here. There's a lot of things that I'm going to want to scrap, and I might as well just scrap them right here. I will give a little bit of a demonstration for that, though. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a cable here. Thing is, I don't want to drain this one too much. Currently, this is full. 6.0 kilowatts. Alright, so if I turn this on, and then I say, here, have a tire. Have another tire. Oh, hold on a second. Have another tire. I think I can pick that up too. Yep. Have another tire. Where is it? Where is it? Give me the tire. Give me the tire. Alright, in there. See, it's creating those nice little packages. Alright. Metal. Okay. Get that up. Get in there. Come on. Yes, these chairs are awesome, by the way. What do I mean by that? Let's take a look at a chair. This chair I can take apart for just 38 watts. It will give me 2 plastic and 2 fabric. That's actually amazing. Now this guy up here, I can take that apart for only 14 watts. It's going to give me tech scraps, broken glass, aluminum scraps, and wire scraps. These are wonderful, wonderful things. But you know what? If I could just pick it up and throw it in here, I don't have to worry about my own energy now, do I? So I'm just going to do this. And throw all these guys in. Because why not? Lots of good parts. Oops. And boom. Alright. I think you get the general idea. Okay. I've gotten a lot of stuff from there. And of course, that makes the hold the E command, boom, very useful. Alright, so here's the thing. How much have I actually used? I now have 5.4 kilowatts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off. Alright, now I have a lot of elements here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do repairs up above. But you know what? I'm going to try. By the way, it's dark in here. And I don't like it when it's dark. Oh! Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Yeah, I forgot to dump all of my, If I go in here, see, notice how I was throwing things in? But if I go in here, hit E, and then I hit F, all of my trash goes in there. Alright, so that's going to take a while, and that's probably going to be a lot of stuff. So what I want to do is I want to go up to the roof. After I walk over to here and show you this room, because, oh, hi guys, give me this, give me this, give me this, and stuff from the packages. Alright, there was glass in there, there was copper, and there was plastic. Okay, so I don't think I'm hurt. I'm a little hurt. Okay, good to go. And now, of course, we can come over and we can save the game again. And I'm just going to use this last slot down here again. There we go. Alright, we're going up. Where does this cable go? Well, this cable goes to the roof. And is it nighttime? Oh, it's nighttime. Well, you know what? That's not really that big of a problem. Here, give me these. Give me these. Give me that. I do believe that's paint. I'll take all of that. Okay, so let's open the door. Okay, this is my good buddy, Bear. He's looking out over the world. I will not leave without him, believe me. Yeah, and this is the world that we're in right now. So obviously we want to get out of here as soon as possible. You might notice we have some of these fellows here who are doing some blocking. I'm not going to concern myself with them at the moment. Oh, these guys are out and about, aren't they? Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. Gordon Freeman says hi! He gave me this. Okay, actually they can do damage. There we go. Okay, so here is the situation. We need to get power. So we got 3 of the solar panels over here. Actually, we have 4. This one is in decent shape, so we can kind of hook that one up. Put that there. And put this in there. Of course, there's no power because it's nighttime and there's solar panels, right? Now, let me just grab these. And we'll grab these. Grab that. And grab that. Because I'm going to be scrapping them. Alright, I do need to repair these. Here's the question. Do I have what I need? So let's pull out the repair tool. And the answer is yes. If I didn't, I would definitely have it after all that scrapping is done. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3. That one is over there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. What? Oh, you! Where'd you come from? I think sometimes they get trapped underneath. Early access, right? Okay, so put that in there. All right, so I do have 7 links left, and that's not really a lot. But here's the thing. I can go over to skills. I can select electrical cable, and then I can press the enter key, and then I can make them. So that's only going to cost me 1 copper and 1 plastic for 5. So I don't really need to do that right now. Can I repair you? Ooh, I'm short on plastic. Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, so here's the thing. The sun is going to come up, and then we're going to get some power. Now, what I can also do is I can... hold it a second. One of them is misplugged somewhere along the way. I might have to put another extender down, because what I can do is I can grab the wind turbine. All right, but of course I am going to have to deal with this first, so boom on the head. Now the important part is not to get too far away from this stupid thing, because it'll just grow back. So you have to come over here. And of course I got some more of the organic. All right, but that will not grow back. I don't care about you. You're not important. This one right here is good. The others are broken, as you can see. All right. Now, if the power had somewhere to go, the power would be going somewhere. So we're just going to leave that for now. Although, how much space do I have? I have lots of space. All right, so here's what we're going to do. All right, bump on the head and take it out before it grows its little blue head back. All right, and then open, and then turn that on. Okay, and then we have another fabricator and another recycler, but they don't have power. You could put power through here, but I just don't understand why I would even bother. Okay, battery and battery. Now, I mentioned there was a lot of little hidden places. There is one. Well, I guess there's 2 here. You sit there. Down, and there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna need my light. Okay, grab that. Grab that. Give me the battery. Grab all of those. And grab those. Yes, even a bag of trash is good. Alright, so down we go. By the way, this game, at least in the beginning, has a lot of Dark Souls-like ladders. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so that was actually a grenade, wasn't it? Crayons, because why not? Alright, grab all of that. You know, these bags are just not worth it. This is what I'm talking about. If you look at this bag, hold it a second, turn this off. Oh, that's not the one that I wanted. I wanted the dismantle tool. So it would cost me 38 watts to take that apart, and I would get 1 fabric. That's terrible. That is absolutely awful. Here, look at this one. This costs 29 watts. I get 2 fabric. Yeah, I don't even know why these things are in the game. They're terrible. Okay, and I'm gonna... Ooh, 43. Can I afford 43? Yes, I can afford 43. Okay, and the table... I'm asking for it. Alright, but what I can do is I can use one of these batteries I've been picking up, so I'm just gonna tag one on. Okay, so I'm doing better now. Alright, so we're good to go. I got some extra stuff. Boom. There we go. Alright, and down, and let's... Oops. Down. Hello? And I gotta jump? Wait a minute. Oh. There we go. I was having problems. Okay, so now what I want to do, after I take that out of my hands, is go the other way. The other way has kind of a shortcut. Alright, so this is the way we came in, so I'm going this way now. Is that stuff to pick up? I don't think so. Okay, that's stuff to pick up. Right, you just hold down the E key and it grabs everything that's like in front of you. Just one tap for one thing. There we go. Same thing here. Ooh, level 3. Yeah, basically gathering stuff. By the way, that was money. Gathering stuff and also turning things into proper materials and gathering them from the recycler. That is a great way to level. All right, but that means now, of course, we can now access these down here. There's a lot of good things in here, including there's a wind turbine and our first storage capability, which we're going to be making a lot of use out of. But for now, we're just going to continue. And, hey, look! Splash. Alright. Okay, by the way, we have not been on our boat. This is our boat. Let me turn that off. This is our boat. I suppose we should see it from the beginning now, shouldn't we? Okay, so we come down here. It's essentially a tugboat. So we have rooms down here. Now, it currently doesn't have any power. See, these little outlets basically tell you what you have. Like, for instance, right here, you can see 0 out of 6. Now, over here, this is the diesel tank. There's kind of a unified one, but you can add more in the future. This one can fit up to 2,000 liters. That's something we're supposed to do. This over here, I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, is this a water pump? Okay, this is for fishing, by the way, but we're not doing that right now. You might notice there's some damage down there. Here's the thing. I want to see if we have all of that stuff, because I'm gonna need it. There we go. There we go. And how are we doing with this one? Okay, that one's doing fine. Alright, so I think I have some more garbage I can put in there. There we go. I'd rather do it here than on the ship. You know what I mean? All right, so what we need to do is two things. Well, excuse me for a moment. Can you, like, wait over there? Thank you. We need to start loading this thing up with diesel. So what we're going to do is, this is a diesel tank. This has 2,000 liters. I'm going to grab the extra hoses, by the way. I'm also going to grab this because this is a container that has 200 liters. So, we'll just... Well, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Yeah, I should have aimed for the door. Well, I just lost that. How very unfortunate. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up. Right, and jump. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this right in here. Okay, you see that the diesel fuel is going right over there. Now, you can, like, siphon it out if you wanted to, if there was a reason. By the way, I do see there's junk over here, so I'm just going to reach over and grab it. But there is something else. It's called equalizing. We'll get to that in a moment because, yeah, the default is kind of silly. See, we have some missions at the top, and one of them is to put 1,000 diesel fuel into the boat. While there's 2,000 over there, and we can hold 2,000. Sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? We'll get to that. By the way, we do need to do something else. This is a part for the diesel fuel, or I should say the diesel engine here. This is the... Hold on a minute here. Easy to identify this way. Alright, so this is the diesel engine cylinder. See, the problem here is this thing is really broken. I do believe, yes, I can fix it. So I need 6 iron and 3 plastic, and you can see I do have those. Then the game gets a little silly. This is one of those things that took me a long time to figure out. Because it's telling you, okay, these things have to go in here. And I'm like, okay, let me just pick this up. And there's no key combination there that tells you what to do. You know what you're supposed to do? Drop it. Why couldn't it just say install if we were in a position to do that? See, here's the thing. That says drop. That says drop. Why couldn't you just change it when it's in position to install? I don't know. Very strange to me. Also, I believe one of the boxes over here. See, the one we were just working with is the diesel engine. Now the other one, where is it? Here it is. The other one is the electric engine. Both of them can run the boat. It really depends on which you have more of. Diesel fuel or electricity. Yeah, same principle over here. Come over here. There we go. Alright, now the power is off for this boat because it doesn't have any power. How are you doing? You have 1,000 liters! Isn't that wonderful? There's 1,000 liters. And it just stopped. See, here's why. They have this thing. If you look at the F in the middle above... Oh, I just realized I was dying. Oh, I am in deep trouble. Hold on. Yep, dying. Ooh. I wish it would make some kind of a noise or flash the screen or something like that. Whew, that was close. Q. Alright, so I will restore my health when I get the opportunity to do that. Yeah, that was very unfortunate, just saying. Nearly died. Alright, back to this. Alright, so there's an extra 1,000 in here, and I can hold an extra 1,000. So, there's this thing called equalize. And what that means is the game will equal between the two of them. Which doesn't make any sense, because I'm never coming back here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to hit F. And I'm going to put all the fuel from this in here. Which is exactly what I'd want to do. I mean, seriously, am I going to back this thing in? I don't think that's going to happen. Just saying. Okay, so we also need electricity. Fortunately, as I just demonstrated, we have ourselves a battery. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this in here. And then we're going to take this. Boom. And we're going to plug it in here. Now you can see that it is filling this battery. It is actually in equalize mode. So when this thing, you notice it just stopped because this thing is 2.5 megawatts and this one is also 2.5 megawatts. By the way, can we just like keep these guys over here for the moment? Okay, did I just hear a phone? Hello?
Dad? No, sorry. I'm sorry. If someone answers, don't. I just wanted to say I made it. That's all. I made it.
If anybody was wondering, she made it. Okay, and by the way, this is where we're going to be piloting our vessel from. And once again, we can just plug in here if we wanted to. This is going to be our map, but of course, not very useful. Hold on a second. When we're locked in here. Which, by the way, we're not really locked in here anymore, are we? I mean, I'm not leaving, but it's kind of stuffy in here. So, why don't we open the door? Oh, it's daylight. That means that we're getting power. Alright. Alright, so here's what I want to do with the power... Oh, hello, hello, hello. There we go. Haha. Here's what I want to do with the power from up above. I want to run it down the stairs, have it come down here, and plug it into that battery. Because I want it to power the boat. So, okay, there's a waypoint over there. Okay, well, we're not doing any waypoints until we get this thing the heck out of here. And, here's the thing. I just saw it a moment ago. If I go over to the dismantler... Oh, that reminds me, I need health. Remember those beds that were up above? Yeah, there's a reason why I'm going back for it. High-tech scrap, tech scrap, broken glass, aluminum scrap, wire scrap, and copper scrap. So I'm just gonna grab all of that. Because why wouldn't I? And I'm gonna have to repair myself because that thing is flashing. Oh, and we can get some stuff in there too. Grab all of that. Grab all of this. Okay, so this is a long-term thing because the power is going to be the last thing we're going to do before we leave. You might notice I've actually completed most of the tasks up there. There's only two I haven't actually, and that is the power and that is the leaving. But we have a lot of things to do before then. Because like I said, I have no intention of coming back here. Hello, I'll take all of that. And you can have that. Oh, more fell. How am I doing for weight? Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I can build things in my inventory. I'm going to build a whole bunch of electrical cables. Right there. Okay. So at the moment I have 8 links. Oh, put that in my way. There we go. Yeah, you can't build anything if you have something in your hands. Alright. Alright, so I'm not touching this because, yeah, this is powering the building. So if I turn this off, everything turns off. That does remind me. Speaking of turning off... Boom, there we go. And since I'm here, we might as well just give ourselves a little save. Back down here. Boom, done. So what I'm going to want to do is, I'm going to... This already has power. So what I'm going to do is I can put down another one of these. In fact, why don't we just do that right now? Okay, B for build, and then I'm going to build an electric cable extender, and we'll put it right there. Now, if you're on the ship, it will pull out of containers that you have on the ship, but of course, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory at the moment. Okay, hold it a second, and we're just going to plug that right in there. There we go. By the way, I mentioned Dark Souls. Boom. Okay, so here's what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need another one of those down there, so... If only we could slide down the ladder. I don't know how we do that. Alright, I'm going to make another one of those. See, these guys basically require a plastic and iron. As you can see, I have a decent amount of both of them. So, we'll just build that right there. And while that's taking place, I'm going to go back up. Now, how many lengths of electrical cable do I have now? I have 39. I'm hoping that's going to do the job. At least stage 1. Alright, so this. And down we go. Okay, and we'll plug that, boom, in there. Okay, now, how many do I have? 21. Hopefully that does the job. Boom. And plug that in. Okay, so you can see the power is now going in. Now this guy right here is 2.4, which means my ship is 2.4. So we're just going to let that go for now, and we're going to add to the equation. The thing is that I'm probably, I'm out of these, so I need to make more. So, build 5, build 5. Each one is 5 legs, by the way. Alright, so let's head up. Because I want this to be like a fire and forget. It's like, okay, it's done. We're going to have a whole lot of power available to us, so we can leave at any time. But of course, there is a bunch of stuff to do before then. Okay. Oh, is it nighttime already? No, it's raining and it's nighttime. Okay, that's fun. Alright, hold on a second. Is it even worth it to put the light on? Okay, what just... Did something hit me? Are another one of those guys trapped in there or something? Yeah. Okay, so can I fix this? Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, so now that is already plugged into here. So if I was to get a cable and plug that cable, okay, where is it? Right into there. Okay, so it did tell me that power is going to flow, but yeah, it's nighttime and it's raining, so we're not going to get a lot of solar power. However, maybe we can get more of this. How many do I have? I have 50. That should do the job. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to build another extender. E, place it right there. Right? And it's going to get built. All right. So what I'm going to do is put this over here. Put that there. And I'm going to hook it into that one. Okay, so now power is going. Well, here's the thing. It's a wind turbine, it's night, and there was a storm a moment ago. So this was doing it's doing 7.7 kilowatts. Nice. Okay, so this of course is a mix now. So even at night, when these things are all off, we're going to be getting power. And of course it'll do power during the day too. And if we have a nice little rainstorm like we had a moment ago, it would be better. Yeah, this is going to generate a lot more power once daylight comes. Alright, we're just going to look around here. Yeah, this guy over here, he's actually in front of a basketball court here. I'm not going to concern myself with that right now. I am more interested in stuff lying around. If there's stuff lying around, this is good. Like that. Like this. These chairs... Okay, we got stuff over here too. Yep, yep. Trash is very good. Very good thing in this game. Alright. I don't have a lot of power, so I can't take things apart. I don't want to kill myself. I may make a trip between videos just to clear everything up. Grab this. Alright, because what we're going to do is we're going to get the ship ready. It kind of is ready. It's just that I want to get everything. Yeah, rubber. Rubber is actually kind of a challenging thing to get, apparently. Alright, I'm just going to pop up here for a moment. Because I do seem to remember that we had stuff up here. Yeah, I'm just not going to mess with the duffel bags. I mean, put metal in them too or something. Or, I don't know, plastic? It's just not worth wasting the power on. How are you doing? Like I said, I will not leave without you. Okay, so we are powering the battery and, of course... Oh, let me turn that off. Don't need that anymore. The battery and the ship. But remember, they're equalizing. What that means, as soon as I say... Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Boom. Was anybody else up here? Yeah, he was the guy who was in there. Right. We can put these guys down here too, I suppose. Put that in there. And put that in there. They're not so bad. Alright, going down. Okay, so... Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Right. See, I could use my my little thing to take him apart, but I'd much rather use it in a recycler. Speaking of which, I'll just take all of this. I think I have some more. Okay. Okay, so this is working out alright. I'm just going to give myself some power because I think that's a good idea. I will start dying without it. See, taking apart everything is a problem when, if you don't watch your power, you could die. Alright, we'll get back to this later. Are you done? Yeah, you are actually. Okay. And we'll turn this off for now. No sense in wasting power. Okay, so everything from up there is coming down. You can see it's still dark, so we're not going to get a lot. It'll be much better. See, how are we doing here now? Okay, so that's 2.5. So that means the ship is 2.5 as well. Okay, so here's the thing. Oh, hey, how you doing? So this is the diesel engine, like I said. This is the electric engine. And of course, in here, I have my own recycler, and I have a fabricator. Now in here, I have essentially an area I can use for storage. So here's what we're going to do. There's something I want to unlock. Alright, we're going to unlock this, the Durapack. This is our first storage. It's going to be a while before we get the next one, which is I think level 7. No, it's level 6. Alright, so here's the thing. We're going to hold down that, and we're going to make that. Now, you can actually make a lot of the earlier things in your inventory, so you don't have to turn this on. So we're going to go to build, and we're going to select this. Now, this has a very handy feature. See, I need to make an alloy frame and a display screen. Well, actually, I need 2 alloy frames. What I can do is right-click and add missing parts to queue. Which means I am now crafting them in my inventory. I do need energy for that though. So it's important to remember that. Because you wouldn't want to die doing this. Because that's what will happen. You could die. Okay, so... alloy frame. Alright, by the time that's done, we will be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Hit the old B. And I'm going to select this one. Hit E. And we're going to put this... See, here's a funny thing. You can't stack these on top of each other, right? It doesn't let you do that. But you can put it on a wall, you can put it on the ceiling. I don't know. I mean, I find that very useful, you know, conceptually speaking. It's just that, why? Fabricate. See, I need to keep my inventory empty now. Alright, Q to exit from that. Let's go into here. Alright, so also if there is a hotkey to transfer like stacks, I don't know it. So as you can see, I'm dragging and dropping, and you can see this thing is filling really fast. Alright. Okay, and that. Was there anything else I wanted? I suppose we can put the organic in there. Oh, and the carbon fiber. Okay, and optical lens. I'm not sure where I got that from, but we'll just leave it over there. I don't need a fuel cable. We'll just leave it there for now. Okay, so I have freed up a lot in my inventory. Electric grenade, I don't need those. Yeah, I need to have a special place. Okay, you know what? I also don't need paint. Not on me. Although, I think this place could use a couple of coats. Just saying. Oh. How did those get away from me? Huh. Interesting. Alright. Here's what you can do, of course. Come over here. And at the bottom it says, deposit similar. So, boom. There they are. Okay, like I said, we could just kind of leave now. How is this doing? This is up to 2.7 because it's daylight. So how much is coming down? Okay, I can't see. I guess I'd have to go up to the other one to see it. Alright, that guy right there is... Are they not working yet? Huh. Maybe it's not bright enough for the solar panels yet. Okay, well, you know what? This is a fire and forget situation. So I'm just going to forget it for now. Because what I need to do is I need to go back to the beginning. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh. These are magnificent. Let me show you these. First, we'll put this in perspective for a moment. If I dismantle this, it costs 76 watts, and I will get 2 pieces of scrap metal and 2 pieces of plastic. If I look at this, for 14, I get 2 metal. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. Of course I'm gonna take that. 14! You're gonna see that that's criminal. Truly criminal. Alright, so we're going back because there's a lot of stuff that I do not want to leave behind. Like him. Yeah, the problem is the little gap. The little gap is a problem, so I'm just gonna take him apart. See, I would have to jump with him in my hands because I can't throw him to the boat from here, you know? So he'd end up in the water. Oh, I'll be back. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, there's other stuff I want to take apart first. The good part about it is there's a battery down there that isn't doing anything except running the lights, so I can just keep recharging myself. And I'm going to take all this stuff apart. But that'll be very boring, so you don't want to see that. But you will see the important ones. And I do mean the important ones. Because, yeah, these beds... Oh, these are so wonderful. Yes, they're expensive, but high-tech scraps, broken glass, aluminum, wire, copper. Those first ones, the high-tech scraps, those are rare. And remember, you're never coming back here. Okay, for 76, I can get 4 fabric and 1 metal, so I'm going to do that. I just have to be very careful not to die. Alright, let's go over here. Again, most important is these guys right here. I still don't understand the sheep. I mean, it's not like you're facing them while you're sleeping, right? Alright. Oh, I'll worry about him in a minute. And this guy over here. Oh, I'm out of power. Wasn't even paying attention. Boom. Lock it in. Okay, this one actually has a decent amount of power, and like I said, it's only running the lights at the moment. And I am now full. Boom. Alright, let's get back to work on that really good stuff right here. Alright, I think that I got everything that I wanted, except maybe we'll just grab some more fabric here. Boom, there we go. This guy right here, 27 for 1 metal. It's just, there's so many good opportunities for metal. Not that one though. Alright, let me just do a quick fill. Okay, break from there, put that back in. Alright, and off I go. Came back for the good materials. Alright, let's see. Oh, right. The sofas. It's 72, but it's got 4 fabric, 2 plastic, and 1 metal. You gotta go with that. And we'll take this apart. Alright, I don't really care very much about that. Alright. 27, no, we're done. Okay. Oh, this guy here is 27. It's 1 metal, 1 plastic, so yeah, it's worth it. Okay, did I see... I thought I saw scraps over here. Yeah, this one here, 27, it's only 1 metal, not really worth it. Okay. This one here, pretty much the same as the one up above. A little bit more costly. Oh yeah, I am heavy. Oh, my little friend. I forgot all about you. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Up you go. Go over there! I'll deal with you later. Also, oh, actually... Alright, since I'm here anyway... How is the power over here? Okay, that's not bad. After all, like I said, we're not coming back. At least I'm not playing on it. Alright, but of course, I am a little bit low, so... Let me have it. Okay, and put that away. Okay, it is starting to get a bit low, but like I said, we're going to be leaving pretty soon. Hold on a second. Now, this looks like an exit. I've never figured out what this is for. But, I mean... Here, let me just pick this up. Down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that's for. Obviously, you have to find something for that. The other side. I have no idea what that is. However, I do know of a couple. Like, for instance, right here. Little secret areas with all kinds of little secret stuff. Okay, how much is that one worth? 36, just 1. Alright, so... Okay, whole bunch of good stuff. Hold on a second, grab that. Alright, now I have 2 of these batteries. Alright, here's what I'm going to do with these, because I don't want to put them in my inventory. Alright, there's 1. Yeah, I don't want to use these. These are for, I am in the middle of the ocean, I have no power, I'm gonna die. Oh, that's right, I have extra batteries. Alright, oh, come on, in you go. Okay, we can go down there, but we can also go up. So we'll go up first. Alright, let's see. Anything up here? Alright, I don't see anything up here. Oh! How about that? Yeah, little secrets. Grab... Was that a watch? I think there was a watch in there. Okay, grab all that stuff. I don't think any of that is useful. Okay, can't go any higher, right? Alright. Down. And... Oh. There's another down. There's a down. Oh, money. Money, money, money. It's fabric. Alright, so here's a question. What is this going to get me? Okay, you know what? The mattress. 4 fabric, 1 metal. Alright, is there anything over here? Yes, there is. Okay, so I'll take that. Okay, I picked up love letters? Okay. How much is this one? Pretty much the same. If I did it once, I'll do it twice. Okay, so space awaits. Oh. I think that's paint? No, that is iron oxide. It's a pigment. I guess maybe it's some kind of paint. Alright, let's head back up. Boom. And out here. I think that's everything. Alright, turn the light off. Alright, so... how are we doing for the power? Okay, we have 4.3 of 6. The thing is, remember, that has 4.3 also. So I'm just going to have 6 when I leave. So it doesn't really matter what I do at this point. So... oh, boom. Plug that in. Turn that on. I have to go back to the other one, by the way. Okay. Put all that in. Oh. Yeah, why not? Did I throw anybody else over here? Oh, yeah, there you are. Were you the guy who was hanging around? Okay. Okay, I have to go back and get all that stuff. And then I'm probably going to have to make some more containers.
Into a recycler module. The machine will refine this.
Yeah, it's like all over the place. It's still coming! How much? Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here. How is this doing? Oh, that is like out! Okay, I hope there's no more in there. Is that a problem? I mean, is there anything stuck in there? Oh well. I could charge it if I wanted to, but do I even want to at this point? Alright, and up, and down. Yeah, I think this thing is... yeah, I'm not just gonna leave that for the moment. J. Alright. I think I need to get this situation under control. So I made 2 of these boxes, extra ones. This one just filled almost immediately. And this one is well on its way. Alright, so like I said, we are actually ready to leave. I do have the power even after doing all that. You can see this one is just over 4. But as soon as I turn this into feeding him, boom, it's going to be done. We're going to have 6 and we can get out of here. Now, I do like to organize these things a little bit better. And basically kind of put these guys in here. Didn't I see... alright, so I did lose one of the diesel fuel, guys, because it went over the edge, and yeah, I'm not going down to get it. I think that's too deep for me. As a android, I think I can go down... how much can I go down again? I think it's 10. After that point, you have to put points into pressure. It's another one of your enhancements. Where is pressure? Right there. Every one will let you go down a little bit deeper. But at the moment, I don't have to do that. By the way, I did level again. So I am at level 4. So I think there was something here that I needed. Yes, the diesel refinery. Alright, what the diesel refinery lets you do is the organics. you can put them in there as long as you have electricity flowing into it, and it will turn it into diesel fuel. Now at the moment, I have 2,000, but I can see that being a problem fairly quickly if we run into that problem. I do have some of these organics, but as we get out in the world, we'll get more. Oh yes, we'll get more. Because most of it will be coming for us. But we'll turn them into fuel. Alright, I mean, I think that is going to be it for now. So what time of day is it? Okay, that looks like morning. So we could leave right now. I've always wanted a boat with one of these. Makes me feel like Quint. Not when he was being eaten, when he was standing there with the rifle and the barrels. Right, so the thing is, I just need to fill the what's the name of it, the electricity, and then we're off. And that is what I plan on doing in our next episode. That's assuming there is a next episode. Do you guys want to see more of this? Because there's a big world out there. I haven't seen it, and I'm very anxious to see it, and I'm hoping we can all go together. But then again, that's up to you. For now, I think that's going to be it for now. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.